Dawn glides slowly across the surface of the swamp, thin light slipping through the low mist to reveal patches of dark mud, still marked with old footprints and flattened streaks of grass not yet risen back. The space holds its lingering stillness, broken only by the faint sound of water touching the shore and scattered insects in the humid air. They stand in a loose line facing the water, no one making unnecessary movements, only slight tilts of the head to sense the wind drifting across the low reeds, carrying with it the cold, briny scent of something that has just left the water. One man steps forward half a pace, the tip of his arrow lowered, lightly touching the soft mud where a dragging mark curves in a heavy arc. They do not speak, yet their attention converges on a single point. Their eyes move slowly across each detail, from a footprint pressed deeper than usual to blades of grass pulled to one side. Everything is still fresh, not yet erased by the wind. In that prolonged silence, there is only the faint ripple of water rising and fading quickly, as if a movement has just slipped beneath the surface. They begin to move along the water's edge, maintaining even spacing. Each step is placed slowly and firmly, avoiding patches of soft mud that might produce sound. Bare feet touch the ground and lift again, leaving almost no new trace. The wind holds steady from the left, and they adjust their direction accordingly, so their scent does not drift toward the water. Their gaze never lingers too long away from the ground, continuously scanning old tracks, flattened grass, and sections of mud recently disturbed. A hand lifts slightly, and the entire group stops immediately. No call is made, only a practiced synchronization. Ahead, a cluster of low grass is bent in a direction that does not match the wind, and beside it lies a fresher drag mark, the mud still moist, not yet dried. They lower their bodies, the tips of their arrows gently parting the grass in front without revealing any large movement, only subtle shifts in posture. Near the water's edge, a faint sound emerges and disappears, enough to make them pause for a beat longer. The traces become clearer as they advance a few more steps. A long trail cuts across the mud, wide and deep, unlike that of any small animal. On both sides are footprints pressed heavily into the ground, spaced farther apart than usual, indicating a heavy body moving slowly, yet with certainty. The surrounding grass is swept aside, some stalks still bent and not yet dried. And at the water's edge, the mud is churned into a darker patch where movement has taken place very recently. They pause longer, their eyes shifting from the drag marks to the water's surface, which appears still but not entirely calm. A faint ring of ripples spreads and fades, too subtle to make a clear sound, yet unmistakable. The wind remains unchanged, and they hold their positions, not moving forward, only adjusting their stance. The arrow tips rise slightly. Every motion is minimized, as if the space around them is tightening, and beneath the dark surface of the water, something remains present, without needing to reveal itself to be known. A flock of water birds bursts up from the edge of the swamp almost at once, not flying high but scattering low in multiple directions. Their wings beat rapidly, then fall silent just as quickly, leaving an unusual emptiness on the water. The group halts the moment it happens, heads tilting subtly in the direction the birds have gone. Their eyes lower toward the water ahead, where a strip of mud near the edge has just been lightly disturbed, its form unclear, no longer in its original state. and the nearby grass still trembles faintly, though the wind has not changed. They do not advance, only shift their positions in very small steps to maintain the wind's direction, ensuring their scent does not drift toward the area of recent movement. The water returns to a flat surface, but no longer as calm as before. Small ripples appear and vanish without any clear pattern. In the prolonged silence, there is no sound strong enough to define anything, only the sense that something is very close, yet does not need to emerge to be perceived. They come to a full stop, the distance between each person widening slightly, forming a curved line embracing the water's edge. Each holds a different angle of view, yet remains part of the whole. The arrow tips rise slowly, not abrupt, yet without hesitation. Bare feet shift lightly onto firmer ground to avoid making noise, and the soft mud ahead is completely avoided. No one steps into a place where the ground might give way. A subtle shift passes through the entire group as they hold their position longer than usual. No one moves, yet their posture tightens, as if the space before them is gradually narrowing. Their eyes remain fixed on the dark surface of the water, where there is no clear sign, yet it is no longer neutral. In that stillness, the wind direction remains steady, but it is no longer the only thing being maintained. Every bit of attention converges on a single, unseen point. They begin to move closer, each step shorter and slower than before, placed down and held longer, as if testing the firmness of the ground before taking the next. The old footprints and flattened grass grow denser near the water's edge, no longer separated by gaps. Everything overlaps, suggesting repeated movement within the same area. The water ahead remains flat, offering no clear reflection, completely concealing whatever lies beneath. The distance tightens further, yet no one crosses the limit. They maintain their curved formation, each arrow tip shifting subtly with the slightest changes on the water's surface. A patch of mud near the edge compresses slowly, not from a step, but from a force beneath. And immediately after, a small ripple spreads outward, then halts abruptly, as if restrained, neither expanding nor fully disappearing. The water no longer holds its steady stillness. A dark mass moves just beneath the surface, slow yet more defined than before. It does not reveal its shape, but its size is unmistakable. They stop at once, neither retreating nor advancing. The arrow tips lift slightly higher. All attention is fixed on a single point. The tracks and grass around them are no longer observed. A dark portion of a back glides just beneath the surface and vanishes, this time leaving behind a wider ring of ripples that spreads slowly and heavily. There is no sound of impact, yet the pressure is clearly present in the space. They hold their ground, but their posture shifts, their weight leaning more forward. The distance between them and the water's edge remains unchanged, yet it no longer feels as safe as before, and any next movement could happen without warning. They remain still through a longer stretch of silence. No further movement comes from the water, no new sound emerges, yet that very silence makes everything heavier. The arrow tips hold their direction, neither lowered nor trembling. Bare feet press firmly into the ground. No one adjusts their position. The spacing remains fixed, as if even the smallest change could break the fragile balance being held. The water suddenly breaks in a strong, brief motion. Mud and water are flung upward in a low arc before falling back immediately. It does not last, but it is enough to reveal the exact position. In that instant, they react in unison. The arrow tips snap upward in the same direction. Their steps advance a short but decisive distance. There is no call, no hesitation, only a single coordinated movement, compact and forceful, before the water closes again, returning to stillness as if nothing had happened. A heavy body surfaces just beneath the water and then stops, no longer moving. They do not rush in immediately, but observe for a brief moment longer. The arrow tips lower slowly, no longer held in the same ready state. The wind continues to drift across, but it is no longer adjusted for. The space, once tense, begins to open again. leaving only the faint sound of water lapping against the shore, and the mud gradually settling back into place. They focus on processing the food right there on the spot. There is no clear division of roles, yet each person takes part in a familiar way. The portions are separated and placed into neat areas on the ground, not mixed together. What needs to be kept is set aside, and what is not needed is discarded immediately. Every action proceeds continuously. No step is repeated, no movement is adjusted multiple times. Each task is completed as it is performed, keeping the entire process seamless and uninterrupted. After the basic preparation is finished, they begin getting ready to use the food right there. A few dry branches are gathered from around the area and arranged into a small pile. The fire is started quickly and simply. The flame gradually forms, not too large, but enough to maintain steady heat. The food is placed directly over the fire or near the hot embers. There are no tools or fixed methods. The distance is constantly adjusted according to the heat. The surface changes color slowly, the outer layer gradually transforming as the smell spreads into the air. Throughout the process, the atmosphere remains natural. There are only brief exchanges, stretches of silence, and just enough attention to monitor the food over the fire. There is no haste, yet no unnecessary delay. Everything flows continuously, from preparation to cooking, with no clear boundary between stages. Just a smooth, simple, and steady progression. When the food reaches a suitable point, they begin taking it off without any signal. Those closest pick it up first and naturally pass portions to others nearby. There is no fixed order, no clear arrangement. The food does not remain in one place, but moves continuously among the group. Some begin eating as soon as it feels right, while others continue adjusting their portions over the fire. The rhythm is uneven, yet not disconnected. The food is broken into smaller pieces before being eaten, and almost always a portion is passed to someone else. There is no invitation or request. the action repeats naturally, like a habit long ingrained. The surrounding sounds grow softer. The earlier focus fades, replaced by simple reactions, brief exchanges, and comfortable silence. No one creates the atmosphere. It forms on its own. There are not many choices in the meal. What is available at that moment is everything.
The body is tired, but the mind feels more settled.
As the food gradually runs out, the rhythm of activity shifts. Some people stand up earlier and move lightly around the area, while others remain seated a bit longer. There is no clear moment of ending. The meal does not stop abruptly. It slows, thins out, and ends when there is nothing left to continue. The remaining fire burns gently, requiring little attention, and the surroundings retain the same simplicity as at the beginning. There is no clear sign that a significant activity has just taken place. Only a few small traces on the ground that will soon fade with time. The entire process, from beginning to end, is not divided into separate stages. Preparation, cooking, and eating unfold within the same space and rhythm. There is no emphasis, no distinct endpoint set apart.
Person enjoys it.
For them, this is not a special moment that needs to be highlighted. It is simply a familiar part of the way they live, where everything happens at the right time, is fully used, and ends as naturally as it begins. When the water returns to stillness, all traces gradually disappear, the surface closing as if no movement had ever occurred. Yet that rhythm does not stop. It simply repeats in another way, in another place, with similar movements. If you want to continue following journeys like these, from lion hunts, baboon hunts, to other dangerous encounters, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next parts.
Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. We're Shockwave Moments. Shockwave Moments was created with a clear purpose. Our channel focuses on shocking, surprising, and unforgettable real-life moments captured on camera. Through these videos, we aim to provide engaging entertainment while offering viewers moments of relaxation and reflection after a long day. Our workflow begins with responsibility and collaboration. As a team, we carefully review YouTube's community guidelines and copyright policies before selecting any topic. This ensures that all our content complies fully with YouTube's rules while still delivering value to our audience. We notice that many extraordinary moments exist across the internet, but they are often scattered and difficult to find. This inspired us to build Shockwave Moments as a curated hub where these rare clips are thoughtfully selected and presented with clear and engaging commentary. Our content creator plays a key role in this process. She works closely with the channel manager to research trending topics, search for suitable videos, and evaluate them based on clear context, originality, relevance, and positive viewer impact. Based on this research, she develops scripts and commentary that guide viewers clearly through each moment. Once the script is finalized, we use 11 labs with a licensed subscription to convert the script into high-quality voice recordings. These audio files are then passed to our production stage. Eric, our video editor, uses CapCut Pro to assemble the final video. He arranges clips to match the narration, adds visuals when needed, integrates the channel logo, and enhances the video with smooth transitions, sound effects, and background music. After completing the video, Eric designs the thumbnail using Adobe Photoshop. He selects impactful frames, adjusts composition and colors, and adds branding elements to create clear, attractive, and consistent thumbnails. After uploading the video to Shockwave Moments, we carefully complete the title, description, keywords, tags, and thumbnail. We are fully committed to following YouTube's policies and delivering responsible original content. Thank you for your time and consideration.